Is Canberra Crescent Residences a good buy or goodbye? So I've been asked to review on the new launch at Springleaf and Canberra. Today we're going to look at Canberra Crescent Residences. So this is the location of Canberra Crescent Residences. It's about 10 minutes walk to the MRT station. While there are a few primary schools within 1 kilometer, there is no good school. Sorry. Prime Minister said that every school is a good school. So over here you can see 2 ECs, Provence and Park Canberra, followed by many HDB flats that have already attained MOP. The good thing is that the 4-room HDB flat has already hit above 800 over 1,000 in this area. This means that for the HDB upgraders, they can easily afford private property with the proceeds from HDB. Besides, many of them are young families as this town in Canberra is relatively new. Now, Canberra is smack between Sembawang and Yishun. But the prices of HDB flats are much higher in Canberra as compared to Sembawang and Yishun. This makes Canberra very promising in the north. Furthermore, there will be more transformation around this area. Canberra Crescent Residences have a total of 376 units. It will TOP around 2029. The developer King Leong actually completed a number of luxury projects in the town area. Within 500 meters, you have Park Canberra and Provence Residence, and these two are ECs. Let's look at Provence Residence, which is an EC and he has just reached TOP. Since it has to reach MOP before it can be sold in the market, we can only look at the latest new sale. The latest new sale is about 1,500 over PSF. As an EC, it is usually 25% to 30% lower in price as compared to private property when it comes to new launch. So if we use 1,531 as the PSF, the new launch in this area should be around 1,009 to 2,000 PSF. Next, we'll compare with a recent private property in this area. This is further away at Canberra Drive. However, it takes about 8 minutes walk to the MRT. With 448 units, it will TOP next year. Since it has not reached TOP, it is at the sub-sale stage. And the price for the sub-sale stage is an average of 1,764 PSF. Some have hit 1,008 PSF. The annualized rate for this sub-sale stage is pretty healthy, ranging from 5% to 7%. All of them make gross profit, including net profit. If you don't know how to calculate your net profit, check out my video here. Next, we have the Commodore, which is beside the Water Gardens. This is nearer to the MRT, about 5 minutes walk to MRT. It is a smaller development, but let's look at the prices. At sub-sale stage, the price is about 1,008 plus PSF. The annualized rate is still pretty decent at about 5% to 6%. For Canberra Crescent Residences, you can see that most of the units are meant for own stay. Based on the distance to the MRT station, the Water Gardens is actually a closer comparison. Since Canberra Crescent Residences is 3 years newer, the average launch price should be around 1,009-ish per square foot. However, we do not know how much the developer is going to launch this yet. Now, there is a massive cluster of HDB flats in this area, Canberra Vista. All these will MOP 5 years later. This means that there's a huge pool of HDB upgraders who are ready to buy from you 5 years later. So does Canberra Crescent Residences have upside potential? I believe so because there's strong price support from HDB upgraders as well as future transformation in this area. Besides, other OCR areas have already launched at much higher prices. However, it really depends on how much the developer is going to launch this project. And I will review this project again when the prices are made known. Are there good resale properties in this area? The answer is yes. If you have more questions, you can always ask a different kind of agent. I will see you in the next video.